Yaknastiii. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Woo! Yaknastiii. Got him. There you go. Yo, yo, yo. We in here, bro.
What's going on, man?
Hey, this is, I guess, the first series. Like we did that first one. But I think this the first serious one we doing right here, dog.
Yeah. This is a little more clean cut and a little more deeper than what I expected.
Hey man, I've been trying to get here. I told you we was gonna figure this out. So
yeah, we sure did. Well, you sure did.
Man, it's teamwork, brother. It's teamwork, motivation, and teamwork. You know what I'm saying? What you think about that intro, bro?
Yo, I was in there. Yeah,
hey. Man, I think that's all right. But I think for this right here, we're gonna do our own. I'm gonna make a different one. I'm gonna make one just for us, for the Smallz and Bobby Let's Talk Fishing podcast. That sound good?
Oh, we get carried away.
Man, ooh, hey, man, if we could do this full time, just imagine what it's gonna be. So I think we're gonna get there. Huh? If we can do this full time, do this and go fishing. Come on, man. Come on.
Hey, lots of juice, man. Lots of juice.
Well, all right. Well, let's go on and switch a gear up. I'm knocking stuff over already. We're gonna switch the gear up because I could talk about being on this here recording. We could just do what? It's crazy. Well, yeah, I can talk about this. I can talk about this all night. But yeah. But hey, man, let's talk about what you've been up to, man. You've been out there. I seen you've been posting. You've been catching them monsters out there. Yeah, them dragons, man. Yeah, snakeheads this early. But before we get into catching on these fishes, you was at an expo.
Yeah, just recently, Saturday, in Denton. Yeah, I seen some people that are straight hammers. You got the Quillins, yeah, my boy wore a shirt on. You got Carl Wynn, his top angler.
I'm mad I ain't make it. Oh man.
Yeah, angler lures, big bass, had Wheedleton lures, had some glide bait. People offering glide baits. I love a good glide bait.
Man, what you got? Some custom glides, man?
I had one. I don't have it with me right now, but I got a custom glide. I got a 7-inch custom.
My boy got them custom glides, man. Yeah, watch.
Speaking of which,
the Maryland area is notorious for custom glides.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are, man. Oh, that day was a very fun day. I actually signed my Pickerel Sensei's hat and Bart shirt on. Sometimes I still don't even think he remembered. I still don't think he remembered that conversation that we had about them pickerel. He set me on a whole nother level.
Stop it. He don't even know. He don't even know he the sensei.
He don't even know it. We talked about it and he was like, man. Then he kind of was like, well, what did I say? I was like, I don't want you to tell nobody else that. I don't think I'm gonna repeat that.
Yeah, I'm not about to tell you. I'm not about to, you told me. You told me. That's funny.
Yeah, you told me.
Oh man, shout out to Bart Short Tall, my man, yo. Good dude, man. Him and his brother, man, great.
Right, yeah. Good.
That's just, yeah. You can't go wrong hanging with them dudes, man.
Now they show a lot of love. They look out for you. They make sure if you ain't catching, they make sure you give you pointers to catch.
Yeah.
In places to catch.
Yeah, I tell you what, they always been helpful. I remember uh very supportive, bro. Brett is very supportive on this YouTube channel. You see him down in there. But I remember meeting everybody. Remember meeting all y'all. Matter of fact, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Look,
a
that
few years back, man.
yeah, that first trip, like when I became a river runner. Look, I keep looking that way, y'all. Now, I'm still new. I want y'all to know I only had this program for like 3 days. We decided to do it, you know. So I just want to put that out there. Quick disclaimer: if I look crazy, I'm looking that way. That's my screen over here, and then I got a screen over there. There's another. I got screens everywhere, right?
He
But
said
anyway,
like swordfish over there.
yeah, man. Look, man, your boy trying to make something happen, and I'm learning at the same time. So it's been a journey. So bear with me, stick with me, and trust me, we're gonna get better as everything progresses. You know what I mean? Maybe get some help if we start getting some. You know what I mean? We can dibble off some people and get some help. You know, some people that know all about this already. But
That's
yeah,
real.
I'm about to play this. Hey, I'm about to play this little clip of the homie Bart or you over at the Expo 7 seconds. You sent it to me earlier, right there. That's who we talking.
Man, this is my pickle sensei. Get him, Bobby. Get him, Bobby.
That's my boy. That's my
That's who we
boy.
talking about right there, man. That guy right there, man. I know. Yeah, I remember meeting up with everybody the first time I became a river runner, man. And hey, 2 seasons deep, I done been to nationals. Got to hang out with some of the coolest guys, some of the hammers out there.
Oh man, John, I'm still jealous, man. You got to meet KBD, yo.
Yo, bro, yo, I'm gonna tell you now, it was fun. It was good times.
You got to
Uh,
meet KBD.
yeah, yeah, it was good times, man. It was good times. Listening to that dude, look, he looked tired right there. He like, man, look, I'm ready to go night night. But yeah, like
Man,
seeing some of those guys, him, Dave Mercer, Mark Daniels Jr., who really suggested don't buy live scope. He said, wait, something about to happen. He said something else.
nuh-uh.
He said, don't get
Yeah.
he said, wait, because you know how things progress. He was like, man, just wait. And yeah, he wasn't lying. He wasn't lying, bro. And yeah, that's crazy. That's a crazy segue right there, bro.
Something better
Uh,
than live scope sounds ridiculously
yo,
crazy.
yeah, well, you see, all right. I sent you the thing earlier. Remember now, look,
Yeah.
Garmin OneView. For those that haven't heard, we got some new technology out. Better than live.
Ridiculous.
It's live scope, but kicked up a notch or two or three. I
Or
mean,
4 or 5.
it's crazy, huh? And then if you piece it all together with the mapping system, bro, Garmin OneView, live scope laid over the 360. I don't know. I'm trying to motion it with my hands. Laid over with the 360 in GPS pinpoint accuracy and side scan at the same. It's crazy. It's OneView. It's called OneView, bro.
Yeah, I checked it out. I checked it out already. That thing is ridiculous. I don't even know
Look,
how.
right. I got a clip in here. Let me look. This is what a screen looked like right there.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that, yo. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, that screen rotate. Now I'm about to play you a 10-second clip right quick. We're gonna be quiet for 10 seconds. Now watch how this screen work. And then those red lines right there, you'll see them right
Yeah,
now. They're at 9, 10 o'clock. Those red lines is your live scope count, from my
gotcha.
understanding. Now, here go 10-second clip.
Man, that's a 360 joint then.
Yeah, crazy. That's not. That's the 360. Yeah, that's the 360. Under
Disgusting.
underlaid with the live scope looking around, but then you can also motor around on that 360 underlay to pinpoint. Like, dude, you could pinpoint a spot on the 360, look over there with your scope, you see a some lumber or something, dude. You see anything down in there, and then you can lock that in, right? Tap that screen, hit the waypoint, go around to see the other side of that ditch, that piece of lumber, to see, like, you can really, like, wow, you can, let's say this is a lay down, you can come around that lay down and really watch that whole thing and see if there's anything on it, bro. So ain't nothing safe. Ain't nothing safe, bro. You can check the top of the ditch and inside the ditch at the same daggone time, bro. Yeah. Man, what you think that's gonna do to the tournament world?
Well, I don't know, because everybody is talking about live scope. Some people know how to use it. Some people don't. Some people know how to fish with live scope. Some people don't know how to fish and have live scope. And then you have those people out there that are the equal medium, that know what they're doing with the live scope, and they can fish and they got some knowledge. So those are the people that's probably going to capitalize with.
Yeah.
Those people are going to capitalize. I guarantee those people are going to capitalize.
You got to have a balanced game now. You right about that. You right about that. And I guess it looks like, we got to go out and spend another $5,000-6,000 to win on these tournaments on the main stage, maybe.
Hey, man, you know what just good is that down imaging, that live scope and everything. Knowledge and the lay of the land. Just knowing the lay of the land and having some knowledge of what you're doing, that's just as good or better than live scope.
Man, I do feel so. I feel, well, you know how I got to the Nationals. I don't got live scope, bro. I didn't even have the side view. It was all instincts, and I had a 2D that told me the water temperature and how deep I was sitting in that moment, right up and down, vertically. So it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think, just a few months ago, right? I was just rocking the 2D and end up getting the state championship without live scope. But then when you get on that national level, like, you go up there with them dudes are on that level. You see what I'm saying? Like, I thought I was sticking with them on day one. If all my inches would have counted, I'd have been like 50-something place. You know what I mean?
That's a big step right there, to be in 50th place on the first day is a big step. That gives you a good start for day two.
Yeah. And then day two, we had that cold front just wash in. I knew they was coming in pockets. But anyway, that's going to be a different video. But yeah, bro, like, that technology was needed in that moment on that stage. So yeah, like the winner, was it Nick Dyer, right? He went 200 inches, 200 and a quarter, something like that.
Man,
bro, like, man.
Yeah.
Like, big inches. 101 and a quarter, day one. Yeah. Day one. He wasn't got him. So that technology on that level, I think we just gonna need that technology if we plan on being on that level, So if anybody want to sponsor, Smallz and Bobby, you know what I mean? We need that technology.
We will.
I ain't gonna say we need it. I ain't gonna say we need it, but
I don't need it, but we'll put it to good use.
Yeah, put it to good use. Hey.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. So new tech coming out, changing the game. I don't think it changes the game. It's still.
It doesn't. It doesn't. It just honestly, a lot of it takes the fun. A lot of that it doesn't take the fun out of it, but it kind of takes how can I say? It takes out a lot of the critical thinking, man. Because some people just go and use their live scope and look at certain things and then just try to catch fish, and not knowing that there's a big wide open river. You got plenty of areas that you can get to and search around, but they just rather go to certain places. And I think that having that live scope takes you away from not big fish, but quality fish. I think having live scope kind of takes you away from quality fish as well too, because it puts you in a setting to where you're just looking for fish. You're just looking for fish. Oh, it looks nice. I'm just gonna go over there and fish for it. When you got a person like me or you that don't have live scope, and when we go out there, we use our instinct and we use our knowledge and lay of the land, and we go ahead and pick it apart and make things happen.
Well, that's true. That's true. But I don't know, man, because they're catching quality fish.
They are.
These boys, like when I was out Tennessee, man, in practice, I ain't saying names and where, but my understanding there was a 12-pounder caught. Yeah, 12-pounder, bro.
I will say that. I will hope you catch you go up there and just see a slug sitting there and you just keep fishing. I mean, eventually you're gonna smack a slug, and yeah, I mean, it does have its it does, because those fish are
pros and
smart.
cons, I guess pros and cons.
Yeah.
I don't think they just jump on the hook now. Now, some people get ridiculous with it and be like, whoa, all this technology, the fish just jump on the hook. No, I just think it makes it, we don't, we still hunt for them. It's just hunting for them in a different way. And I think that, someone like myself is at a huge disadvantage when you're dealing on that pro level. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
I can't afford that, stuff. But these guys, I mean, we all up here on the same level, but when it comes to, the weather shut down, 30-degree difference. Well, that technology, that technology would have helped me find them faster. It might not put me on them, but then if I can find them, then I can really spend time figuring out what they really want. That's the key. Time. Just figuring out what they really want. So, at the grassroots level, I think that the local tournaments, no live scope should be allowed. But on those pro levels, yeah, I get it. I don't know. It's got to be kind of on the same board locally. Like, all right, we got 5 pros in this local area. And on the East Coast, we got more than that. So if in this club, let's say in this club, it's all spread out. We got 50 pros in this East Coast area, from kayak to boaters. 50 pros. I can call a couple right now. That's what they do. But him getting in a tournament I'm getting in, down off on the backwaters, live scope really may not play. But then we get on a tournament like Susky, let's say. Well, live scope gonna play, and the people with the live scope, they're gonna probably dominate. You know what I mean? So
more than likely. You do have some key points with the live scope. The live scope is going to help you out. The live scope will help you out catch some nice quality fish, but I can see where it could be against you too. At the same point in time, because some people will try to use the live scope and actually get themselves away from quality fish.
Yeah. Or the group of the quality fish. You know what I mean? Sometimes, but with this new tech, man, like you can be in an area, you can scan the area. That's crazy. You could scan that area, bloop bloop, now, and you could see, your bait fish off over here 100, feet off. You got a school of bait fish. You see them because it's like side scan. You see that shadow, you see the fish, you see that return, and then you see a ledge or something right there. Like you just find the fish. You find the fish that much faster. Back in the pocket now, because I say,
Thinking about
live scope, 360 in the pocket, you can really clear that pocket a lot faster. Like it's just efficiency and time is what it boils down to. Now you still got to know something.
yeah.
I think. I don't know. You still
I
got
think
to know
you
that.
do.
You still got to know that
Yeah.
software.
I think you do. I think you got to know something because if you don't, I think you might still be messed up in the game out there. You're like,
Yeah,
what am I supposed to do?
yeah. That looks like a thing. I don't know. They're waving it around like
So,
this.
I
That'll
think
be
it's
me the first time. I'll be like this. Yeah, where is it at? I don't see nothing. Like, but I don't know. It's crazy. It is crazy, bro.
damn right. Man. Just to think about that. Man, one other thing I did want to say was I noticed that when you were down Tennessee, that you made some type of switch. You made a change down there. I didn't know what it was, but I know that you made that change. And then I was like, And I was like, well, what you throwing? Then that's when you was like, well, I tell you, but I got some personal things kind of want to get to myself. And I was like, well, after the tournament, he was like, yeah, it's throwing this. And I was like, oh, okay. That's what you
Mm-hmm.
was throwing.
Yeah.
Hmm. Figure.
I got to meet my homie KVD. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Figure. You was throwing KVD cranks.
Yeah. Hey, man.
So why didn't I think about that? Why didn't I
But
think
then,
about throwing KVD crank?
look, this is what's really going. I don't know if this. Hey, bro, that ham bone. Yeah,
They
I
wanted to
threw.
leave it alone.
I caught that first fish, bro, on the ham bone. For some of y'all that don't know, the ham bone is locally made. It's by Stormborn Baits. Is one of his sponsors. Uh, yeah, the very first fish I caught. Now I'm not going to talk about the fishing wise down there so much. That's going to be a different video because I got to break these all down. But
Version of it, but not the actual color.
yeah,
Let me see if I got the actual color you were throwing. I think I
nah, you don't
do.
got the color. You don't got the color.
I don't.
You don't got the actual color. You ain't got it.
No.
But yeah, that was the very first fish I
He
caught.
said you don't. You don't. He said you don't.
You ain't
You
got
you
it.
don't.
You ain't got
You
it.
ain't got it.
But the very first fish I caught in Tennessee was on the top water, y'all. Yeah, top water.
They
When
won't even leave it
yeah,
alone.
yeah. So
That's that beautiful.
man, look, when I get into that video, the details, y'all, you gonna see what I was throwing and all that good stuff. But yeah, I threw a top water when they said a top water wasn't gonna get no bite, and that was my first fish. So that it was starting to get yeah. Anyway, it was getting nice. It was starting to they were coming to me. That's all I'm gonna say. And that storm pushed them out, and yeah, them boys went and got them. But yeah, I'm not about to dig. I ain't about to go no deeper into the classic right there. But the ham bone by Stormborn Baits caught that first fish. I don't have a picture ready to go right now, so I don't know. You guys will see it. You guys will see it on that whole
It's that big bone.
video. Yeah. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah,
The big bone.
that ain't the one though.
That ain't the one.
That
That
ain't
ain't
the
the
one.
one.
But and now, since all right, with that being said, because we're about 25 minutes in and some change, we don't want to go too deep. We're gonna probably keep it about an hour or so. We are really here for the bread and the butter. We're gonna finish up. We're gonna wrap up on that lizard, y'all. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. We said we were gonna do a part 2. This is part 2. We talked about some other stuff, but I can get used to just talking about fishing. Just but I'm going fishing. But talking about it, I love talking about it just as much as I love doing it. And
oh, most definitely. Most
y'all do
definitely.
too. Yeah. And we've been asked about that lizard part 2. So yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to we're gonna start off. I'm
Hold
gonna
on.
be looking down because I'm be looking at my notes. I looked over my notes, but I got like a tremendous amount of notes that I keep on certain things. And I mean, they're like sometimes they're bounced all around. Sometimes they're in the same section, and then sometimes they go way in depth.
He got
They go way in
Bible.
depth. Like
He got
I got like a whole bottle of just information that I keep on myself. I don't have that much room left.
he got Bible verses. You hear me?
So
Old Testament, New Testament, baby. Oh man. You freeze up on me?
Yeah, just a little.
All right, there you go. Hey.
Yeah. So I wanted to start out with just like a little bit of juice on the lizard, what we was talking about before. To start off with our part 2 is that I like to use a glass bead in all of my lizards just for the simple fact of the drawing power that it has. Is when it's in the water and you got the legs kicking and you got the tail kicking for the vibration and everything, that glass bead has a kind of a tit-tat sound that makes it seem like it's trying to get away. It's more of like that. The legs are moving fast, but the tit-tat sound makes it look like it's trying to get away.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're saying. Huh. And you giving away that juice with that glass bead, y'all.
Right from the gate. I'm gonna go right from the gate with the glass bead. Right up the gate.
And those, I don't know if you guys buy those little rattles, those little glass beads, little rattles that you can insert inside the soft plastics, but that's what we're talking about. You get that little rattle, slip it on in there, and it helps attract those fish a little bit better. Glass beads I do like to use at the tip. I talked about that before with my knot, and then let's say probably mostly lightweight. Okay, so I normally use an 1/8 ounce with my lizard, so I'll go.
That's beautiful. Good gosh, that's a nice number.
Yeah, it'll be tied on my 1/8 ounce weight up first, then the glass bead. So when I tap, when I move that rod tip, then that thing really get to tapping and almost give it a similar effect as that rattle. But that rattle, sometimes that louder rattle inside that plastic, slightly muted in that plastic, is like the perfect sound. I don't know what it is. It's crazy.
I don't know. It's like a muffled. It's like a. I don't know how to explain it, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Whoa,
I like
that's what we like, man, with that lizard. If you get it to do something different, right? That's what we're doing. So that's the purpose is attract the fish. We know the fish like some kind of noise, something that can indicate animal trying to get a little forage, something just, I don't know, make a noise down there, crawfish, whatever the case may be. That's what we're trying to attract. We get them attracted with that.
Yeah, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the colors too. Those colors in the water kind of vary with a couple of different things because your background has a lot to do with your colors as far as the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Say you got some overcast and the water's a little darker, or it's real bright and sunny out. And you got 2 feet of visibility. The colors do matter, but what really matters is when they get close, is it something that's worth eating that I want to eat? Is it something that's worth eating? Is it real? Do I want to eat it? Am I hungry? And then they have these times where that's out the window. I'm like the barometric pressure go down. They just like, I'm hungry. Storm about to come in. I'm eating. I'm hungry. I'm eating. I don't care. I'm putting it in my mouth and I'm chomping on it. I'm swallowing. And all that stuff just go out the window. Colors, everything just go out the window. It don't matter. It falls down in front of me. I'm eating it.
Just gonna eat it. Yeah. So,
but those times vary though. Those times, like we talked about it before. I just know that one of those times the barometric pressure drop. And I know the pressure, they come like high and low systems. But another thing that has to do with that is the temperature of the water too, because that will restrict them or put them in a situation to where they can like cruise around smoothly, even though the pressure is high, it's warm out. You're gonna feed a little bit more. Eat more. You got more energy. They're gonna be cruising around. All depending on the temperatures and the lighting and everything. But to get back to what I was saying with the colors, so the colors do matter. So we are real big on, me and John are real big on contrast, and we talk about contrasting a lot.
Yeah, that's a very deep conversation. I just want to add that's a very deep conversation. That's hours. Like we sit there and talk hours about the contrast and how things should be laid out and why. So yeah, maybe that's going to be a video.
That should be a video. That should be a whole hour, maybe plus. That should be a whole hour plus because that's layers.
That's going to be a different video, but contrasting colors and how we use them and how we try to configure, as we find out something new, right? From extreme colors to natural colors, we experiment a lot. Color contrast, man. Like I said, we'll get deep. We will get deep, but have some sort of contrast in the situation. So let's say the contrast of the bait to the background, may that be on a lateral level or on a vertical level, right? Just up and down because the fish does go up and down, right? So maybe looking down, maybe they're feeding down today, right? So maybe he's looking down and that contrast of that bait to the mud or to the sand or to the rocks down below, you know what I mean? That's that background contrast. And then there's levels to it, man. Different levels of contrast of what you may be looking for. If you're fishing higher in the column, lower in the column, even top water, y'all. It is ridiculous. A lot of people don't realize, man, when it comes to top water and subsurface, color contrasting is a thing. It's a thing. So I don't know, man.
It takes it from fishing for the bite to reaction strikes.
Yeah.
Just pure reaction strikes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a pure reaction strategy.
I spent the better part of a day. You was there. You was there. I was we was out snakehead fishing, doing some bass snakehead fishing, right? We was up in there, and we were using the other colors, all kind of different colors. And when I come across a certain color, I said, yeah, this catches big fish. It don't catch the other ones. If it's around big fish, it catches big fish. And it caught the biggest fish that day. That's what I'm gonna say. And man, that was a sick dragon. I would play the clip, but y'all might have seen it. If y'all haven't, go check it out.
Nah, play it. I'll say
Sure,
play it.
and if you guys are not sure about what episode we're talking about, the very first episode, Smallz and Bobby, Let's Talk Fishing, we're talking about the lizard. So go check out that episode. We get deep. We're throwing this on some medium heavy rods, y'all. All right, just so y'all know. From I don't know, what's the shortest rod you got?
Man, we strayed right off too. The shortest one I got is a 6'6". I think I got a 6'6", field and stream medium heavy for my jigging rod.
Yep. So 6'6" to 7 foot medium heavy to heavy. Yeah, that's the rods. But yeah, you see, I try to, I had to take that turn. I went off that exit right there.
You sure did, too.
Because you was about to get deep, and we are almost at 40 minutes now, yo.
Yeah, so I think we should just keep on going and going until we get.
We was about to be here for another hour on that subject alone. Okay.
Yes, easily.
Yeah, that's a rabbit hole, y'all. So I had to get us off on that off ramp, y'all. Yeah. Because when it comes to contrast colors, stuff, we could talk about that all, like I told y'all, all day.
All day long.
And we got a lot of proof to prove it that it's a working system. So we gonna keep working on that science. We don't want to give out too much juice. Not too much juice, because the next best thing's about to happen, y'all. And I just want us to be a part of it. I don't want to put it out there too much, too fast. Yes, sir.
It's all good. They're gonna get a piece. They're gonna get a good piece too.
Oh man, bro.
So one other thing I wanted to talk about, so we can get back on track. So we hit what we want to hit here. So I seen in your tournament that you was using the red and black. I done told everybody. I seen you was using that red and black list.
Yeah.
I got an idea why the lizard is working. I really do. Because for two reasons why. Is I know that the lizard is natural bass prey. Bass is going to destroy lizard. Frog, lizard, they're going to get destroyed. Any type of amphibian stuff's going to get chomped, chewed, destroyed, swallowed, period.
Yeah.
So I know why he was hurting.
Yeah.
But I personally think that the way that you were fishing in that tournament, your contrasting was on levels in there, because you were fishing in a tunnel. You were using a dark colored lure, and then you had an actual color that fish can see on the lure.
Yeah.
I think it was just jumping out at them, and they was like, "Oh my gosh, what is that?"
Man, my main theory, because we was talking about it earlier, we didn't get too deep. I was like, nah, we're not getting too deep. We're not recording. My biggest theory, right? I fish that same color at night. Okay? I fish the same lizard at night as I do in the day. And I still feel like it comes down to the color contrast situation, right? Now, full moons, are they better or worse? that could be, I don't know, that can be debated, to be honest, depending on where you're fishing. One thing I do know, though, for fact is throwing this lizard at night catches big fish. Throwing it in the day catches big fish. Like,
Yeah, I can agree with you on that one.
in the red flake, right? So we're talking about mainly on that contrast. I'm talking about the outline of the lizard to kick that black. You know what I mean? Because even at night, things aren't really totally black. And then
No.
we're talking about predators, and those night feeders, they're different than the daytime hunters. A lot of people don't know that's a different fish. Your nighttime fish, different fish. Um, they're they're more aggressive. They're aggressive. Nighttime bass are really aggressive. Um, but that contrast with that black in the background. So that black is mainly for the background contrast because you throw it in there. The fish, they're curious, right? You bloop on top of the water. If you see something coming at the top of the block, somebody driving down the street fast, right? You're going to turn your head. Same thing. Yeah. Bass going to do the same thing. Who that over there? If you're in the territory, that's what they're going to do. Who's that over there?
Right.
And then it looks like just a natural creature. That's why I do the lightweight, weightless, 1/8 ounce. Just let that thing slow. It's just slow. It looks natural. I like to leave my bell open. I use a spinning rod. I like to leave my bell open and just let it naturally swim down, dog. Like it looks like a natural situation. You know what I mean? Like the situation's all nature. And that background contrast, that red flake on the side and the back, direct light contrast to secondary light refraction contrast off the glitter, dude. You know what I mean? I mean, we can go deep. We can go deep. We can go real deep. All right. And the graded glitter or flake that's in it, man. Look, man.
Interesting. Real interesting.
I think in that moment of that fish, seeing that lizard, you got direct light on top is a direct reflection. Then you got secondary refraction, So, man, there's science behind it, man. Why you think they got lure labs out here, man? There's science, man, and I dig that deep in my brain, just like you do. We do, and yeah. So, I think that lizard in itself, I use that specifically for the multiple levels of contrast it presents to the fish at one time. It's almost like a sensory overload. And then if you move it real fast, like it's trying to get away, it just triggers a reaction response. You can swim it. You can swim it nice and slow, like natural, and it gets bit because it looks like it belongs in nature.
I love to swim.
Yeah.
Man, I love to swim. I got like a, what is it called? It's like a tertiary. So one lure with a tertiary action, which is 3 movements in one.
Mm-hmm.
So at the same time, okay.
Yep.
So when I say movement, so when a fish moves, it actually makes a sound in the water. It actually makes a sound, like all the plates of the scales touching and sliding actually makes a sound in the water when they wiggling back and forth, even though it's streamlined and it actually makes a sound.
Yep.
So if you have that bead inside that lizard and it's swimming, I usually do a pop. I like a pop, swim, because that gives me enough time to activate that bead, get the legs to kick, and make it look like it's evading, like it's running away constantly, just running. It usually gets blasted. That bead gives it that drawing power. With the swim and the bead gets a lot of drawing power. They want to grab it. They just want to.
Boy, I'm telling you, next level juice right now, dude. Like,
And if you know anything like I know, which I know you do, is when they get that lizard in their mouth, it's
over, man. It is over. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, and you know what's crazy? I'm just gonna put it out there for everybody. Y'all can do this with any soft plastic,
true.
any soft. So if you like a brush hog, you can take these techniques, these concepts, these ideas, and apply them to a brush hog. You know what I'm saying? You can apply these to a crawl. Even though everybody's done that with the rattling crawl and stuff like that, but it still works. You know what I mean? So you can apply this to any soft plastic, but we talking about the lizard specifically
The lizard
because
specific.
I'm not sponsored, but we don't play no games, man. We serious about the lizard, man. So yeah, man, get out there, give the lizard a try. If you got any questions, put them down in the comments. We don't mind answering them on the next episode or later on down the line if we get enough of the same question. Hopefully one day, one day we're gonna be going live, and then we're gonna be able to interact with some folks.
I know, right? I have seen so on to the lizard. What I have seen a lot of people do with the lizard is people who haven't fished it. A lot of people who like wacky rig like the lizard because you work it pretty much the same way. You let it fall down in there.
Kind of sort of.
Scoopity boop boop scoop.
Boop, boop, boop. Yeah.
I mean, make it happen in there. I mean, in another way, I would say to fish the lizard is with the best confidence level that you have. Me, I recommend you go watch lizard evasion videos on YouTube. Watch a lizard trying to get away from predators. Watch a lizard, what a lizard does when it actually escapes a predator. Watch what a lizard does when it's scared. Like watch what it does and mimic the same exact motion.
Yeah. That boy, oh my God. So when doing your research, especially on a body of water you're not used to being on, check out the prey species they got there, right? All in that ecosystem. And do some research. Do some, like, a lot of people, they swim their little minnows, but they're not swimming them like a minnow. You know what I mean? No, they're doing it like people thinking they know about a minnow. No, watch how
a minnow with a person's brain.
Yeah, watch how things really interact in nature, y'all. I'm telling you, when you do some research, watch some YouTube videos on nature, and you see how bait fish evade, the predator, how anything running from the predator, how things react and why they reacted to, and you'll get a better understanding of what's going on out there on your fishery, in your woods if you're a hunter, all that good stuff. So definitely keep an eye on watch nature and how it really reacts to stuff, man. That was a very good point, though. Very good.
Yes, point. I love doing that when I go places.
We pushing for. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna end it. We're gonna end it on that note, bro. Because we can go for another. We're gonna talk way too long. So we're gonna end it on that note, man. With that tip right there. Any shout outs? Any shout outs to anybody out there?
Man, shout out to my boy Gordy Quillen. He's stepping up this year. Shout out to his pops. Gordon Quillen, OG status in there, straight hammer, putting the hammer down, don't let up. I fish against that guy, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's like fishing in the wind. He's right there with you all the whole time. Shout out to my boy Dave Crockett. You know what I mean? He bringing everything together. You know what I mean? Shout out to Ronnie Robinson, Becky Robinson, Bassmaster Becky. Then you got Wacky Rick Ronnie. You know what I mean? Shout out. Shout out to my boy Dougie Rash. Oh man, I'm gonna shout out the whole River Runner. Shout out my boy Charles Coleman. I wish you would start making me a Wagner. I love them Wagners, boy. I tried to get in touch with him. He said, "Oh man, I'm like, oh, come on, Charles, I ain't got no more." Man, shout out to my boy John Small coming through for the hookup and everything, getting us together like this. Because usually I would have to go to his crib and we try to find time to link up and chill, and that was becoming a little bit of an issue with family and stuff like that. I mean, we both men, we got our own families, we got things to do. Shout out to my boy Bart Shirtall.
Yes, sir.
I'll be another whole hour doing that, John. Shout out to all my River Runners peoples, man. Shout out to my River Runners.
For life.
Shout out Stormborn Bates. Lockjaw Electrified.
Hey. Hey, bro. With that being said, you said Stormborn. I'm going to play this clip. I'm playing it. I got it in here. I'm playing it. I'm telling y'all better check my homie out. He's sick with it. I'm going to play this clip, and then we're going to come back, and then I'm going to go ahead and land the plane. You feel me? Here we go.
Get him, Bobby. Multi-species angling. Hit him with that hand bone, Bobby. When you mess around with that hand bone, they won't even leave it alone. Get him, Bobby. Hit him with that hand bone. Multi-species angling. Can't stop. Won't stop. Get him, Bobby.
Yo, bro, you sick with it, man. I say, yo, when I was like, I gotta grab that. I gotta play that. Stormborn Bait. Shout out. You know what I mean? Hambone. Yes, y'all. So, with all that being said, everybody, I appreciate y'all watching the video, coming along. Look at him. You see what he holding up? What's that? What's that bait?
Oh, that's that Scorpion V.
Scorpion V. Stormborn
V.
Oh, yeah. That's a spinner bait that is, you'd be surprised what that thing do. And, is that weedless? That's a weedless spinner bait?
You seen a spinner bait do that before?
Huh? Oh, my goodness. Full action on that thing. Man, we might have just said it's a Stormborn commercial. Yeah. So that is a weedless spinnerbait. And look at the action that trailer is going to produce, y'all. Come on, man. Sick with it. All right, y'all. We're going to get on out of here. It's getting late over here.
All right, John. Yeah.
Hey. What you about to say?
No, I was going to say, all right, John, man. I know we got to cut her off soon, man. All right, let me get my buys in now. So we can keep going.
Yeah, because we can do this all night. All right, y'all. For the third time. You hang on. Don't hang up.
All
right, y'all. For the fourth time. Tight lines and all that good stuff everybody says. Peace.
Getting by.
Hey, man.
Ain't no metal, no nothing. It's just all wood. Get him, Bobby. Ooh, don't you come off, Bobby. Don't you come off. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, Bobby. Ooh, yeah. He made a washing machine after that thing. No, Bobby, no. Okay, you need a timeout. You need a timeout, Bobby. Bobby needs a timeout. While we're timing out, Bobby, I'm gonna refix that spot where I got you at.